Hi everybody, welcome back. This is Janice. I been playing around a little bit, and let me show you what I did. I'm going to show you this in a second, but in the video before this one, the one that I titled Spectacular September, which is the name of my new party, where you will have a chance to win the Fern ink and the retired desert sand ink, as well as a brand new stamp set called Splash of Color, just for entering orders. So a $25 order will get you one entry, to a $50 order will get you a catalog and 2 entries. $75 order will get you 3 entries, a catalog, as well as the samplers here of our card stocks, which is a really good thing to have if you like to order from close to my heart. And then a $100 order will get you 4 entries, a catalog, the cardstock samplers, as well as our seasonal expressions samplers, okay, which are great to use just for projects, but also great so that you know if you like these papers or not. So that is the deal for Spectacular September. Okay, so this is what I did with the thank you card that I'm making. I ran a 4 by 5¼ inch piece of white paper through our Roses embossing folder. That's a brand new one. I think it's going to be a favorite. Looks like this, and it turns out like that. There's a lot of things that you can do with an embossing folder. You need a manual die cutting machine if you've never used one before, but it turns regular paper into something really special. I love embossing folders. I have a huge collection of them, as you probably do too. Okay, so I went ahead, I did find my tool, my corner rounder, and so I corner rounded this card. So see, now this could be, you know, you could put this in a pocket page, scrapbook page, or in on a regular scrapbook page, but I'm going to use it for a card. Okay, and so I'm going to set that there, and then just to add a little sparkle, because even if this were a masculine card, you know, a little bling never hurt. I am a girl, and I'm a blingy girl, so I love bling. So I'm going to go ahead and put 3 of our sparklers. This is the just regular sparkles. It comes with 100. And then the bitty sparklers are a must as well. And they are so bitty. But you can use actually, I think I'm going to put it right there, and then put another regular sized one right there. Make like a little triangle there. And then this is going to go here. And I'm just going to use the Tombow adhesive. Look how beautiful the back is too. The debossed side, really gorgeous. I'm going to put some in the middle too. Embossed images, you need to put quite a bit of adhesive on them because, you know, it's not flat. There's areas that are raised. And then we're going to raise this part here. We're going to pop it up, and I'm going to use just some foam tape here because that's what I have readily available. So let me get my scissors. Okay, just gonna pop this up real quickly, and then I'm going to show you the other thing that I was working on when I stopped the video. This is Labor Day, by the way, if you're not watching on Labor Day. If you are, happy Labor Day. Hope that you are off of work and busy scrapbooking. I'm still a little bit kind of, let me if you can hear my voice. My cold's not completely gone. I don't know why. I'm drinking lots of tea and getting lots of rest. I've been watching, I'm the last person on earth, I'm pretty sure, that has not watched Downton Abbey. So I plunged into it, and so I've been, this whole weekend since I've been sick, I have been in bed watching Downton Abbey, and I am hooked, 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 hooked. Let's just say I'm on season 2, and oh, have I cried already. I am mourning Matthew right now, if you know what I'm talking about. Okay, so there's the card. It's cute. It's so simple, isn't it? But I like it. I like it a lot. In fact, I really wish that these were poppy colored. And I don't have, let's see, wonder, let's take a risk. Let's take this carmine and see what happens. What's the worst that can happen, right? Oh yeah, that's the ticket. That's the ticket right there. Oh my gosh. See, you can use your markers, your alcohol markers, to color and personalize your bling. So boom, that one's done. Okay, I'm ready to send off mail. Then I was working over here on this one, which is going to be another thank you card, I think. Yes, it is. And so I'm using the Tonic stamp platform, but I used the foam. If you're finding that you're having a hard time getting an even impression, it may be because you're using a large stamp and you need a little more cushion, especially if you're not working on a solid table like I'm not. I'm working on one of those banquet tables, those foldable ones, and you know, they're plastic, they give. So I mean, our blocks are great because they are nice and thick and you get a very good impression with these, but I was using this just because it was available, and it's a lot. This stamp from Splash of Color is large. It's a really large stamp, and so you kind of need a large surface to stamp it. So that's why. And then I wanted to use the feather because it's beautiful. So I'm going to show you how to clean this off. I know sometimes people worry about that, and they make this mess like I did, and they think they have to clean it off, but you don't, because it's not really going to touch your paper. And that's the neat thing when you're a beginner. If you have a tool like this, I wish we carried one in our catalog. We don't. Maybe someday we will, but you know, there was all that hoopla, you know, all that drama, which we won't get into because this is a no drama zone, people. So anyway, see there? So I've cleaned it off. I used our scrubber and our spritz cleaner, which it will, what do you call it? Protect your stamps. It will treat your stamps, okay? So might as well take care of them. Okay, so now I want to use this here. This stamp is called, it says, Feel So Blessed. So I'm going to do my little trick here. And I'm not going to use the platform because this block will work great. Then what I did was I had circles. Sometimes when I'm not sure what I want to be doing, I like to just cut out circles with my Cricut, and so I cut this 1 1/4 inch circle. I have lots of them just in a little container. I have all sizes, so you know, they're ready. So I want to stamp this one in Poppy. I have to say this is probably my favorite red orange, especially for fall. So I'm gonna stamp it. Make sure you hold it down for a few seconds. It's a solid stamp, so see, pretty. And so that's gonna go right there, and I'm gonna pop that up too. So let's go ahead and corner around the corners. It just, I think it looks really nice and finished. You always want to make sure that you push this paper in all the way, like that. And then we're gonna pop this guy up. I'm just gonna use some foam tape from who knows where. Okay. All right, and there you have it. So now what I could do is put this on a card base. Get the one that I, oops, that I prepared. And I'm going to try something else that you can do with embossed paper is to give it a little more oomph. You can take, and you know, I've talked to you about these foam wedges. This comes in a circle like this, like a big circle, and then you cut it into 8 wedges, and I just keep them in a little container. And here's what you can do. I'm going to use this same color. And by the way, this one is the desert sand. Okay, so that looks nice. It's just very fallish. And so what you can do is very lightly, if you push down really hard, what's going to happen, it's going to go into the flat areas. You just want to hit the high areas, right? And so you just, and we're just going to give this a more rustic, kind of rustic look. I am going to get the other embossing folders in the Seasonal Expressions catalog. There are 2. There's one that's plaid, which is great for masculine cards, and there's one that's leaves, which would really be much better for this, but I don't have it yet, so I wanted to just show you. And then now we can go ahead and finish our card. See how pretty that looks. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere this down. Make sure with an embossed image that you give it plenty of adhesive. I like that mono adhesive. It's good. I also use my ATG gun as well, but those are my go-tos these days. Okay, and then we're gonna, and I still feel like it needs something else. So let's try maybe a little more texture. This was left over from when I made the other card. I cut these little tails down. So I'm gonna get my tiny attacher. We have one in our catalog as well. It's really a great deal for such a good look. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and staple this right here. And what could make something, I mean, this is really makes it masculine when you add some staples to something. I want it to go sideways like that so you can see the, and then yeah, that's it. That looks good. And we're going to go ahead and give that some lift. Nothing gives something more interest than little texture and a little lift. And that's it. We are done. So make sure that you go to the link below and go to my website and shop under Spectacular September so you can get in on the good giveaway. And but just make sure you join Spectacular September. Okay, so thanks again for watching and have a happy Labor Day. Bye.